Arvin, but Justin is a really good kid, and
you can see where it comes from.
Tree.
Yeah, you can see definitely where it comes from. Lauren and his sideboard has an additional Thoughtseize, 2 surgical extractions, 2 Path to Exiles, 2 Cabal therapies, 1 Tomat's Crypt, 2 Supreme Verdict, 3 Lingering Souls, 1 Detention Spear, and 1 Dark Blast. What does Justin have on his sideboard?
Justin's sideboard has 13 one-offs, really 12 one-offs. It has 2 Pyro Blast, 1 Elemental Blast, so it doesn't really count. That counts as 3 copies of the same card, effectively. But the cards that Justin could want include the Luminarch Ascension, the Disenchant, the 3 Pyroblast effects, the Jason Mind Sculptor, and the Vendilion Click. He'll have to decide what in his main deck he wants to shave up on. Like, for example, I don't think the Relic of Progenitus is very effective.
No.
Ditto the Engineered Explosives. He has 1 Enlightened Tutor in his main deck. That's why you see all these one-ofs. So 1 Enlightened Tutor main deck and 12 one-ofs in the sideboard.
I find that you look at Luminarch Ascension, and I don't remember seeing that played. I know it wasn't played when it was available to be played in Standard.
Well,
they tried, but the decks were tried, but it never worked.
Legacy is a unique format in that not every deck wants to attack.
No.
A lot of these decks are grindy. Like, you can't imagine game 1 lasted quite a few turns, and let's just say Lauren did not deal damage to Justin on all of them.
No.
See, if you look at Lauren's sideboard, he has a Detention Sphere of his own, but other than that, he does not have a way to reliably remove an enchantment. He has 2 Engineered Explosives that can possibly remove an enchantment. That'll make Justin's 3 copies of Counterbalances pretty potent.
Yeah.
Lauren needs to use his discard spells and his counter spells when he's on the draw to stop Sensei's Divining Top from coming into play.
Yeah. Basically, that's what it comes down to for Justin. If he gets that top to stick, and he's able to manipulate his top deck, he will eventually put Lauren in a position where he will not be able to win.
Yeah, it also makes in addition to being able to control his draws, which is very, very important for Justin's deck, it also turns on his miracles.
Yes.
Basically, they're not miraculous in Legacy very often. They're very planned, and you get to cast your miracles for the miracle cost when you want them. The only drawback is you kind of have to have a Sensei's Divining Top in play.
Yes, but that is one of the advantages of the format like Legacy, to be able to have tops and brainstorms, to be able to manipulate your pile to how you want to see fit, to be able to make that go off. All right, they're both shuffling up here. That is not correct. It is not. They have not played for only 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
That's how long they've been sideboarding for.
Yes, on camera with us right now. As you can see, we had the round 1 match was for us was the Doctor with the Goblins against Jeff Rasmussen with a Rug Delver deck, and Jeff won 2-0. The other match that we have a final on is Omnitel, Sam Krolos Omnitel against Tony Payton's Maverick, 2-0. The other match is to game 3 between Drew Ido and Michael Burnett at Chancer's High Tide. And they are well into game 3, so we're sorry we could not get them on camera. But you do get Lauren Nolen, and you do get Justin Adams, and you might see a miracle.
Yeah.
It's funny, when those miracles came out, I had a friend of mine message me about the fact that miracles were out, and started doing that, and then all of a sudden he started a Facebook thing saying all the songs that had miracles in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah. Well, he was the Barry Manilow call. I don't even remember the song. All I know is that he said, "At Barry Manilow time." Oh boy. All right. For those of you just joining us, we are at the quarterfinals of the Legacy Open for Star City Games in Indianapolis, Indiana. We have Lauren Nolen up 1-0 on Justin Adams. Esper Stoneblade. Miracles.
All right, so we have an update from the floor. In Game 3, Michael Burnett, mid-combo. Game 3, so he is very likely to win.
Okay.
Mid-combo might take a while, but since he is the High Tide deck, plays a lot of spells for basically the purposes of generating a little bit more mana each time.
Yes.
The storm count gets quite high without much of a Tendrils of Agony to finish off the opponent, but
so if High Tide wins, it will be Omnitel against High Tide. That would be Sam Crollo against Michael Burnett on that matchup. If we get a winner here, it will be going against the Rug Delver deck. So they're going to both look at their hands here. Looks like
neither player likes what they see.
And they're going to mull to 6.
Probably the quickest decision either of them has made all match. Mulliganing to 6.
Well, it is, like I said, this is a grindy
kind
of matchup.
I would imagine they play quite a few turns. If they can trade cards for a while. Both decks have far more answers than threats, so it's very difficult to stick a threat.
For those of you at home that have been with us all week long, first of all, thank you. Both Adam and myself and the rest of the coverage team here really appreciate you spending effectively Sweetest Day weekend. That was Saturday with us. You got to see. I don't know if it's starting to come together, but we saw Standard starting to form some kind of thought of how it's going to come together.
A lot of people have the same types of ideas about where the format was going. You want your removal spells, you want your mid-range creatures. But we'll see if what the reaction is to that until we get something a little more settled. This might be just a mono Thragtusk format.
Well, it was considered the best card in Standard, according to you. First turn, Scalding turn.
So we finally get some action from these players.
Both the 6. Both kept their hands here. We did not, unfortunately, get to see what they have in their hand right now.
So main phase cracking probably means a Sensei's Divining top, and that's exactly what we'll see. And Lauren should probably force it, but even if he does, Justin will has a Force of Will of his own. There's 2 forces. He actually has Justin has quite a good hand. He has 2 Force of Wills, a Jace the Mind Sculptor, and card I'm not sure about. He may not have lands, and that may still not have lands.
All right, he has
no lands there, so hopefully he has a land in his hand. Nope, it's a pass. I believe, I'm not positive, that is a new Brainstorm from one of the dual decks. Maybe remember one of the dual decks, I believe maybe is it versus Golgari.
Okay.
Or it's a Brainstorm with new art that I don't entirely recognize.
All right, so
that art I do recognize.
Yes.
As the Mercadian Mass Brainstorm.
Okay, so Lauren cracked his fetch land to go down. Okay.
Confirmed. Michael Burnett successfully comboed out. Wins 2-1.
So it's High Tide against Omnitel.
Yep.
Basically, which one hits first, and we'll have a winner from that for that next round. All right, Brainstorm. Okay, Lauren has a Cabal Therapy there. We saw Lingering Souls. I believe he has a Force of Will in his hand. Yes, he does. Yep. That looks like Engineered Explosives. The click, maybe Snapcaster Mage on the end there.
We'll see if Lauren wants to pull the trigger on this Cabal Therapy.
There it
is.
He does.
I'm excited. He said his Cabal Therapies are going to get much, much better with top 8 deck lists.
Yes.
Since he knows what's in his opponent's deck. And that's actually a really big deal. I remember playing Dredge in my little top 8 of Legacy, and it was fantastic not only to know what to name with Cabal Therapy, but to know what kind of hate my opponents have. The fact that you get deck lists and the top 8 is very good. We'll see what Lauren named, but he appeared to have missed.
Okay.
I could imagine Counterbalance being the card that was named.
Well, yeah, he's got to shut that off because if he doesn't stop the Counterbalance top, Lauren's deck will grind to a complete halt, and then we will see game 3. But that's good information. Now Lauren has accurate information as far as what's in his hand. He will see that again. Justin does not have lands, and he is hoping to hit something here. No, that is a swing and a miss.
The 2 cards. Justin has a Vendilion Click now, and a Supreme Verdict is one of the 3 cards in his hand. So if Lauren has a 3rd land, he does not. So we're going to see quite the game here. And we also know that Lauren does not have a land on top of his deck. No, he drew his last unknown card.
Yes.
So next turn he'll be drawing fresh cards. So we'll see Lauren on 2 lands, Justin on 1 land.
Okay, passes. We know that Justin's going to be hoping that 3rd card's a land.
It's not.
Oh.
It's Spell Pierce. He'll be drawing that one. At least he has a outside shot of casting that one.
Passes back. Wow.
So this should be fun. Lauren's thinking about Snapcaster Maging.
Just to put a threat out there. Okay, no.
Force of Will for Lauren. Might actually play the Explosives for 1. See what happens there. Maybe you can catch Justin having to put his top back on top of his deck.
All right, so he'll pass.
All right, Justin paying 1 to draw a card. Oh,
There
there's
it
a
is.
land.
It is a plane, but it is a land.
Yeah, it's not a fetch land. That'd be much better for Justin if it were a fetch land.
Yeah, he needs to get rid of those. He needs to get rid of those cards.
Some fresh cards.
Yes.
All right, so Snapcaster Mage from Lauren Nolen, not going to anything. Going to get Swords to Plowshares, in fact.
Okay. But Lauren back up to 20. All right, looks like that's his third Force of Will.
Yeah, so not a fantastic card to draw a ton of in this matchup, but at least you, when you draw 2, you want to pitch 1 to the other. See what?
Well, let's hope the top for him gets another land.
It does, and this time it's a fetch land.
All right, so we will break the stream of constant cards he cannot play.
As soon as this is very good for Justin. Again, top is one of the best cards in the matchup. This type of reason. Lauren even started on more lands, but Justin was able to dig just a little bit deeper, into his lands a little bit faster.
Okay, Inquisitor on close blank.
So let's begin. This might get spell pierced, actually. You can see that. Yeah.
Okay. Force of Will back? Nope, just let it go. Alright, passes back.
So fetch line from Justin. Resets the top of his deck.
Yeah, let's get some new cards up there and maybe something we can play with. Right now, Lauren's still stuck on 2 lands. For at least 3 turns, we had Justin stuck at 1 land. But the top has managed to do its job and find a plane to get him off the land count of 1.
One thing Justin could do, it depends on how efficient you want to be mana-wise, but you can, he could have waited to top during his upkeep, see if there's a land, then he could crack his fetch during his upkeep. It's very mana-intensive, very slow, but Justin seemed to have found his lands in time. Lauren also found his lands, so looks like we're going to see a Lingering Souls. Likely from Lauren.
There it is.
Very, very good card in this matchup. In fact, I would have actually, from Justin, I would like to see a Vendilion Click take the Lingering Souls. Anyways, Justin's Vendilion Click looked kind of embarrassing against 4/1/1 tokens.
Huh?
But it's going to cost Justin at least 2 cards to take it down. And you see a flashback Cabal Therapy responded to with one of those really cool art brainstorms.
Yes.
So I'm still on the Ice Age brainstorm, but I like to refer to it my counterbalance decks in Legacy as Ice Age bulk constructed decks. We have Ice Age,
Yeah.
Ice Age counter spells, Ice Age Swords of Plowshares,
Oh,
Ice
really?
Age brainstorms. Oh wow! So Cabal Therapy flashback. It's Force of Willed. That's what Lord Nolen refers to as value.
All right, so
Maybe are we gonna fight over this?
could
Lauren
Lauren?
seems like he wants to pick a fight.
He's leaning towards it. Okay.
Alright, so
Discards the click.
that's quite the play. I believe Lauren knows. Yep. He's naming the Better Than All.
Yes, Jace the Mind
Jace the Mind
Sculptor.
Sculptor. If I could rap, I would do my best Patrick Chapin impersonation.
Yeah, no.
But I'm gonna refrain. So just
Yes.
for you guys, the viewers.
Yes.
All right, looks like so Vanilla Click comes down for Justin. Puts Lawrence Jace on bottom.
Okay, that looks like we have another land there. So, and engineered explosives. Or no, maybe not. We do know he has the engineered explosives in his hand. Okay, Justin.
He draws his card for the turn. He knew what it was.
Yes.
Interesting. So, I believe it was a Force of Will, but I'm not positive. I can't remember back that far.
All right.
Looks like a flashback Lingering Souls.
There it is. That will give him 3 tokens out on the battlefield.
Yeah, and they start coming into play. We got one of them on our screen. I believe the other one is also in play. I highly doubt Lauren would just put one token into play. Alright, so, I believe that's Entreat the Angels for Justin. It may not be for a ton, only 2, but I believe 2 will be enough to force Lauren to crack his engineered explosives. And the thing about the engineered explosives, it will also take out Lauren's.
There it is. For 2.
Yep. 2 angels for Justin. Probably forces Lauren's hand on the engineered explosives.
Well, this really helps Justin a lot because to be able to get engineered explosives out of Lauren Nolan's hand.
Yep. And not only gets it out of his hand, but the explosives has to take Lauren's spirits with him.
So he's not getting the normal value he'd get out of the explosives, which would be just to take something out on Justin's side of the board.
Looks like we might see spell first from maybe a Stoneforge Mystic? Oh, a GT. That's actually pretty strong from him. That's going to let him, might let him save the explosives, 1, and 2, it will allow him at minimum to beat kill the Vendilion Click before he explosives. Truth be told, he might be able to hold off the angels with just the GT and its counters.
Okay. Pass turn.
Doesn't pass. Makes a Swords of Plowshares off the top from Justin pretty bad. So we got 2 fetch lands and a Force of Will. Justin deciding which one he wants to draw.
I almost wonder if he, I mean, he may have a blue card in his hand to go with the Force of Will, but I almost wonder if it's a point of where take the land.
He does. He does have a blue.
Okay,
I believe
well
it's
then-
a second
okay.
Force of Will, or in this case, the fourth Force of Will.
Yeah. All right, so he can do that to counter what Lawrence does, but if he did not have that in his hand, get in the fetch line to crack and get the deck shuffled to maybe the way he wants it to draw some more answers here. Could have been an option.
Yeah, this is very interesting for Dustin. He's sending into the clowns. He wants to
Force Lorne.
believe that. Yeah, that's good blocks for Lauren. That will. Lauren will take 5. Go to 15. He will get 2 counters on his G-tape. And the G-tape will actually allow him to kill off some angels without using his explosives.
There you go. And that could mean he could use it for the Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah.
All right.
See.
There's
Brainstorm from Lauren.
Main phase Brainstorm. Let's see if he can get something good here out of it. Looks like Stoneforge Mystic.
Pretty good one.
Yeah, that would be bringing out Batter Skull. Helping Lauren's situation a little bit. All right, it looks like he has another Brainstorm in there, along with the Engineer Explosives. He'll put the Brainstorm back on top. So he will keep Engineered Explosives and 1 Snapcaster Mage, which I believe he will cast.
Stoneforge Mystic.
Or Stoneforge Mystic, I'm sorry, which he will cast immediately.
I don't think so, actually.
You don't think so?
Yeah, Lauren wants to draw his. Lauren wants to draw his Brainstorm that he left on top.
Okay. Let's see that.
All right, Counterspell on the top of the deck. But Justin wants a fetch line. Maybe.
Yeah, there's Counterbalance.
Yep, he does.
Fetch line.
Does in fact want a fetch line. So I believe Lauren will try for his Stoneforge. It will probably get hardcast Force of Will.
Now Lauren's got to expect that coming with him holding 2 cards in his hand and leaving up the potential for 5 mana. Even though we know we've seen some of the graveyard already for him. All right, down it goes. Okay.
Oh, nope. Pitch Force of Will. Even though he has 5 lands, he wants to pitch his Force of Will.
Well, he gets to keep his Counterbalance then, because that's the card that's on top of his.
That is a counter spell.
Yeah. Well, it ends up being. Oh yeah, the Counterspell.
Cracking a fetch for Lauren Nolen. I believe he might try and force this through. He's going to Brainstorm for 1 of his counter spells. Either way, not likely to work. He only has a single copy of counter spell, so.
All right. There's
Brainstorm.
another Brainstorm.
I believe the Mystic is still on this the stack for one.
Ooh, Detention Spear.
If that's a detention sphere, that's pretty good.
All right. See what he puts. Makes decisions here. Put the cards on top.
Yeah, looks like that's gonna resolve. Oh, so Captain Mishra's Factory and Detention Sphere. Unfortunately for Lauren, Justin has a counter spell on top of his deck, and now a Counterbalance.
Yeah.
So he's gonna draw with the top, and counterspell the Detention Sphere. also believe Lauren's cards on top of his deck include a Lingering Souls. So if Lauren has a Lingering Souls, he should attack with this spirit. Great.
All right, okay. No, all right, so now the spirit basically has no one to stop him right now. The flying angels, but he's just gonna let go.
I would have liked to see Lauren attack with his Mistress Factory.
The Mistress Factory, okay.
Bring it, put the GTA on it, and they have it. So, yep, Counterbalance comes into play for Justin.
Pass his turn. Yeah, well, Lauren's got to do something here because now that he's got the top and counterbalance set up here, things could get pretty rough for him as far as being able to get anything else significant out on the board. Because everything that Lauren casts is right in that range of mana that are spells that Justin has.
Yeah, unless he shuffled away, I believe Lauren still has the Speak of the Devil.
Explosives.
He's going to cast it. He's deciding what. Oh, he's casting for 0. That's not good. That's going to very easily be countered. I would cast it for a much larger amount. Oh, Nolen surprised that Counterbalance can counter 0 drops. So, yeah, I would have cast it for something like 4 with Sunburst of 2.
Yeah. Very interesting decision. Well, you'll have to ask him about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he was like, oh, I didn't know that could counter it. I definitely, since Lauren does not have a bunch of ways to cast spells, I would trade a Lingering Souls.
Okay.
Quite an excellent card for Lauren here. So we'll see if nope. Justin decides that he wants the top of his deck, and now you have to attack. If you Lauren, it's accumulate some counters.
Yeah, the Jitte needs the counters.
You can definitely trade a spirit. That's basically what you're doing. If you trade, Justin double blocks, you trade an angel for a spirit. I think Lauren will take that trade every time.
Yes.
We look at potential 3-mana cards that oh, did Lauren pump and deal 5? Is that why I can't see the die very well.
Yeah.
So
Land, go.
it might even be a 4. Yeah. Let's scroll down a little. There we go.
That.
It's still hard to see.
Okay.
It's a 4.
Yeah, it looks like a 4.
Yeah. The transparency of the die combined with the
spots of different colors on it is not making it easy for us to tell, but we're assuming it's 4.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We can ask. Okay. We'll find out shortly.
Okay, so what Lauren's going to do is he's going to pump his spirit to a 5/5, removing 2 of the counters, and then re-equip the GTA over to another one. So the unequipped spirit is a 5/5, and then the equipped spirit is threatening to be a 5/5, but is not yet a 5/5.
Yeah, it's going to make Justin make some decisions here of what he wants to do.
Yeah. I actually think Justin needs something very impressive.
Okay, we're going to actually get.
Yeah, we're going to get dice upgrade.
Thank
Excellent.
you. Thank you to the judge out there that got that for us.
Shout out to the table judge.
Yes. Yeah,
so,
I like that.
Justin falls to 9 or 8, I believe, and Nolen continues to try and draw some powerful cards. Stoneforge Mystic tries to sneak through the counterbalance. It will not, because there is a Supreme Verdict on top for Justin. Supreme Verdict actually doesn't do anything for Justin. I would, if Justin Supreme Verdicts, then the Mishra's Factory can pick up the Jite and attack for lethal.
Yeah.
So if I were Justin, I would have actually tried to crack a fetch land, reset the top of the deck, and go for a 2 casting cost card to counter the Stoneforge Mystic. So
we'll see now. He's going to have
basically Lauren moving the Jite around.
All right.
So I believe this is going to be Supreme Verdict from Justin.
Okay, we have a quick question asked. What is the benefit of unequipping a 5/5 and moving a Jite to another attacker?
Okay, so what Lauren did, the Jite only pumps the equipped creatures. It does not pump any of your creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So what it does is it gets in an extra damage and makes 2 different 5/5 attackers.
Yes. The threaten the ability of having 2 potential 5/5 attackers. We also would like to thank the people also that liked having the good doctor on and saying that they enjoyed his interview. I enjoyed it a lot.
I thought it was a good interview.
Yeah, I love. That's what I do. I interview people on the Meta Magic podcast, and the doctor was a lot of fun. Definitely, very, very, very excited. Had a lot of fun this weekend, and he might be playing you at an invitational coming soon.
Yeah.
Okay, just get. Be ready, because if it comes to Legacy, he's going to be ready.
I'm prepared.
Okay. All right. So Lauren is going to swing in.
Justin's going to block both creatures. So both creatures are pumped. The Jite goes 2 counters back. And ooh.
Another factory. Yeah, this is looking rather grim for that top deck. Is not going to help him. He needs to crack that fetch line.
That he does. Justin to 7.
Well, he can do the top again. If nothing's there, he has another fetch line to crack.
Mm-hmm.
And he can do it again.
That's why top is one of the best cards in a lot of these slower Legacy decks. The card selection is unmatched. Oh. And it's just repeated turn after turn. Justin almost doesn't quite get to tutor, but he gets a lot of other options. The Swords to Plowshares for Justin, pretty solid draw.
Mm-hmm.
Could imagine Supreme Verdict. Yep. Hopefully Lauren does not try and counter this. He might just put the Batter Skull into play.
Okay.
Might be a thing to either return to his hand or equip one of his factories.
Passes back.
So he loses out on his germ, but I don't think wasn't really in it for the germ. If I'm Lauren, I actually just equip the Jite.
Yeah, get that.
As opposed to activate both factories, equip the Jite, and I would try and kill him. It won't work, but I think it's his strongest play overall.
He'll get Sword to Plowshares on one of them.
Oh, wow. That's a mistake, big mistake from Justin. Immediately swordsing the Mishra's Factory.
Mm-hmm.
That allows Lauren to float a mana with the factory and re-equip. Maybe, he chose not to.
All right.
He just pumped his existing factory. I believe that could have been a pretty good attack from Lauren.
That'll take him down to 4. Okay, again, top not showing anything, so he will crack the fetch land, taking him down to 3. He really does need to hit something here because there is.
He'll probably get the. If he decided in his Red Blast at all, you should probably get that, or at least even if he didn't, feign the ability to do so.
Okay. Well, let's see if this happens. If so, Lord Nolen will be moving on to the semifinals.
Justin has 4 draws for some action. I imagine at least something happens.
Engineer Explosives.
I believe that's a Jace. as well.
Another fetch land.
So that could clear it potentially.
Okay, looks like he wants to play Jace. Better than all.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to keep one of these three, and I believe he's going to keep the Jace. I would imagine a Brainstorm incoming. Because if unless he can find a second Swords of Plowshares, did he not cast it?
Okay. Lauren lets it go. Okay. Jace. At 3, he will Brainstorm here. There it is. Let's see if he hits something. We know the Engineer Explosives.
This is not what he can do. Is he can crack his fetch land, all to 2, but get a fresh set of cards that he can top into something.
Well, he is definitely trying to make this deck work as hard as he possibly can. He is taking him down almost as low as he can go with his life total, and giving himself as many opportunities to hit something. So let's see what happens. Let's see if the top will spin the correct way for him.
Yep. All right. Counterbalance.
Nope.
Yep. No, it does not.
Well, congratulations to Lauren Nolen winning 2 games to 0. Moving on.
And